Howdy, this is Mackenzie Franklin from SideGame LLC here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Today we're going to be taking a look at Newton by Nestor Mangon and Simone Luciani, produced and published by Cranio Creations. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. Now right off the bat, this is going to include some upgraded components as well as some of the expansion and promo content. So right on the top here we have our rulebook for the game. We have the rulebook for the new discoveries, the great discoveries, as well as the additional cards and all of the additional expansions in here. So we have that laminated to make sure that it stays in nice condition. And then we have this Dollar Tree organizer. So I really do like these organizers. I think they do a great job in setting up gameplay. It's better than rummaging through lots of different plastic bags. So you simply open up the top here. We do have the upgraded components from the BGG store. I really like this. They have upgraded all the currencies in the game, including our potion tokens and our coins. And then in these other compartments, we're going to have the things that you're going to be setting up at the start of each game. So first off, these here, the development tiles, you're going to go ahead and just put them on their appropriate areas on the board. And you'll separate those by the different section, the different type they are. Over here, we have the specialization tiles, and you're going to put those in their appropriate spots as well. Over here, we have all the bonus tokens. You'll randomly shuffle those up and put them in appropriate spots. And then up here, we have all of the different city tiles, as well as the university tiles and ancient land tiles. So all of these are going to go in the top area of the board, the map. So they're all grouped together, so you can simply just pull them out here when you're ready to go. In this last section here, we have all of these invention tiles for the track at the bottom of the board. And then in the upper right section here, these are all of the tiles from the expansion content, the Great Discovery. So if you want to play with these, you simply bring them into the game. Now, in addition, underneath these invention tiles, you also have the objective tiles. So just make sure that they are grouped together because you are going to randomly place these. So they don't necessarily need to be in any specific order. This one here is probably the only one that really needs to be in a specific order. But the income and the specialization, you can always just leave here and put on the board or grab them when needed. So nothing crazy here. So that's all of the stuff that's in this main organizer here. And once again, you get this for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Great little organizer, very small, very flat, and it's going to fit inside your box with no lid lift. Up next, on the left side here, we're going to have all of the player components. So each player is going to have their own specific set of starting cards. They're going to have all of their pieces in their color. They're going to have their starting book tiles, as well as some starting coins, as well as some travel cubes and markers for the colors. So you got everything in here for your game. So you're going to have those for the 4 different colors here. Up next, up here we have our different large cards. These are the master cards. They include some of the expansion cards as well. These are fully sleeved, and we have some extra sleeves in here just in case anything is ripping during play. So I just use a plastic bag for these. You're only going to get a couple every time, so shuffle them up when you put them away, and then you'll grab I think it's 4 cards for each player at the start of each game. So you don't really need to have any crazy stacks or accessibility to them during the game. We got a silica gel packet in here for freshness. And lastly, we have our cards here, and these are going to be the different action cards. So you have them just simply in a plastic bag. This does include the expansion cards in it as well. So that's really nice. They all fit in just a tiny bag here. So there's nothing too crazy about this process. So that's everything here inside our plastic bag. For our action cards, the last bit is inside here. We have all of the player boards for the different players with their starting bonuses, as well as the main game board here. So this is the bottom of the board with a family tree. And then the last thing we've got here is the main game board with the map. So this is the top of the game board. And that's everything in the box. So let's go ahead and pack it away. So first things first, let's actually go ahead and start with those player boards. We've got our main game boards. We've got our large organizer that's gonna hold all of our components. We've got our action cards. We've got our master cards, as well as extra sleeves. We have all of our different player components, and those are just going to fit nicely on the side here. Just want to put them in a way so that the cards are not going to get bent out of shape. So that way those are being preserved and protected, while not having to put them in their own separate bag. And the last thing is that silica gel packet in there for freshness. Covered on the top with those rule books for the Great Discoveries, as well as the base game. And that is Organizing Newton. If you have any questions about what you saw here, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear the way you organize your copy of Newton. If you have anything that you'd like to see organized in the future, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Side Game Strong.